course, that isn't working. Nothing works in anything today. And the staff just want your money and do nothing. Grosvenor Museum, Bressan Chester recorders, and they can't even get anything working. You know, I've tried it. It's rubbish. Anyway, there's no point expecting even a clock at a bus station to work today, as I found out the other day. They're working, and an hour and a half fast. Anyway, Bressans. He was French, Bressan, and he came to England, though, and developed a very good recorder. Oh, my God. So hot here, so sticky out there. Anyway, he came to England, yes, and became a recorder developer designer, which is the Bressan model, and it still exists today. You can still buy Bressan. Don't know if they make them. Recorder means warble. Of course, it was a flute. It's a flute. The baroque. Anyway, harpsichords, and Henry VIII played them a lot. But anyway, this is a full set, although it has not got the descant, the smallest one. That one is the alto treble. There's two names, of course, stupidly. People can't even standardise a name when it's simple. Descant is the smallest, which is about that size, but that's part of the end of one. Anyway, that's the biggest, which hardly anyone plays. That is the tenor, the last one on the end, and they're obviously wood, but it doesn't say what. The four were paid. The only complete Bressan recorder set in Britain. The treble, which is in F, that's the treble, the second biggest. Yeah, but you can't see the smallest. The treble, which is also called the alto. Typical, just to confuse people to sound clever. They're in an attic, yes. Amazing. People find them in attics in the 19th century, and the remaining two were presented in, whatever, so the bass wasn't there. All the records are from stained wood, possibly fruit or sycamore. That's interesting. Signed by Bressan. Yes, well, a lot of recorders made of maple, boxwood, but this one says sycamore or pear wood is often used, yeah. Bressan, who was French. The pattern of the wear, they were designed for left hand. Oh, isn't that interesting? They were designed for left-handed players. So, yeah, they actually designed the Stradivarius of recorders. Bressan was born around in the 17th, moved there making Chester recorders not long after arriving and settling in London. Anyway, they have a range of notes which cover 2 octaves, and they're constructed from 3 pieces, the head, middle and the new. Despite the quality, it's thought Bressan died in poverty. Yep, well, yeah, there you go. Doesn't mean he didn't have value, but people today, of course, only value people that make money, that are rich, because that apparently means success at selling drugs and paedophilia. Anyway, as we know. Anyway, poor kids when there's all this Epstein rubbish. Anyway, of course, none of them can play a recorder. Yes, so you can see the wear, and that actually is a plastic top, so it's a later model. They're saying it was found in an attic, these Bressans. The Bressan recorder was funded, so the period of the Bressan was the baroque. Yeah, baroque is also B, English fingering, but interesting, he said they were made for left-handed players, so can't actually see that, but anyway. Oh, but there we are, the Bressan collection, the only full, it's not actually a full one because the descant, the smallest, which is about 30 centimetres long, is not here. 30, that is the treble, alto, and that's the tenor, which is tenor, at least that's got the same name. That one again is an alto, that's a tenor, and that's a tenor. Oh, that's 2 different sized tenors, I think. Unless that is an alto. That's definitely not a descant. No. Anyway, but that is the bass. Probably a really big one. Anyway, it's all wood instruments and the Bressan recorders.